In the landscape of modern connection, there are those who treat the exit like a vanishing act, turning the gravity of a relationship into a vacuum that leaves you staring at nothingness. These are the masters of the silent severance, individuals who occupy the throne of total indifference, radiating an energy that suggests you have simply ceased to exist in their reality. To be ghosted by them is not a mistake. It is a tactical choice to demolish the fortress of your interaction without leaving a single brick of closure behind. They don't want to engage in the debris of a goodbye, so they simply delete their presence from your timeline, leaving you to wonder if the connection was ever more than a simulation. To understand these 5 masters of erasure is to recognize the high-stakes power of the person who controls the doors to their own reality and chooses to lock you out. 1. Aquarius, the sociological observer. Aquarius ghosts because they have already run the simulation of the relationship to its end. Their secret psychology is a detachment so pure it borders on the scientific. If they decide that the connection no longer serves the evolution of their own vision, they don't see the point in the messy, emotional labor of a final explanation. To them, you are a variable that has reached its limit, and they simply clear the board to make space for the next experiment. 2. Gemini, the intellectual pivot. Gemini ghosts because their mind has already sprinted 3 miles ahead of where you are standing. Their secret psychology is a frantic, dual-core need for stimulation. If the conversation hits a plateau, they don't look back, they look for the next hit of dopamine. They don't intend to be cruel, they simply lose the thread. When you become a static piece of information in their rapidly shifting world, they lose interest, and your presence is overwritten by the next big idea. 3. Scorpio, the forensic erasure. Scorpio ghosts with the precision of a surgeon performing an amputation. Their secret psychology is a radical, scorched-earth need for self-protection. If they sense that your presence is a threat to their fortress or that you have compromised their trust, they don't negotiate. They incinerate the bridge. They ghost because they believe that if they give you an explanation, they're giving you a weapon. By vanishing, they retain total control over the narrative and ensure that you never have the chance to hurt them again. 4. Sagittarius, the horizon chaser. Sagittarius ghosts because their throne is located wherever they happen to be headed next. Their secret psychology is a pathological fear of being tethered. When the energy of a connection begins to feel like an anchor, their instinct for absolute freedom kicks in. They don't want to explain why they are leaving, because an explanation is a confession of obligation. They simply move toward the next horizon, leaving the ghost of your past behind them as they chase the promise of an untarnished, independent future. 5. Libra, the harmony illusionist. Libra ghosts because they are terrified of the ugly climax of a confrontation. Their secret psychology is an aesthetic intolerance for conflict. If they have to choose between a painful, honest goodbye and the cowardly, clean slate of a vanishing act, they will choose the vanishing act every single time. They don't ghost because they don't care. They ghost because they don't want to witness your reaction. They want the memory of the connection to remain perfectly, artificially harmonious, even if they have to leave you in the dark to keep it that way. The golden rule for managing the risk of being ghosted is this: understand that their exit is a reflection of their own inability to navigate complexity, not a statement on your worth. To reclaim your power, stop seeking the closure they are too weak to provide. The most potent response to someone who thinks you are worth nothing is to treat them as if they never existed. Do not search for answers in the void. Focus your energy on the people who have the integrity to look you in the eye. If you are ready to stop chasing shadows and start building connections with people who have the spine to stand their ground, hit that like button and subscribe. You aren't here to be erased. You're here to be seen.